Hello and welcome. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about anger. Anger is something that I've covered in a recent podcast where we explored how important it is to notice anger early so that we stop things before anger takes over, allowing us to respond rather than react, so that we respond with clarity rather than react from a place of overwhelm. Anger isn't bad. A lot of us are taught that it's bad, but it's not bad. It is a signal. It's telling you that something's wrong. Sometimes it's the exact spark that we need to have the courage to deal with something and create change. What if, instead of pushing anger down, we actually treated it as a message from within? So here's some of the things it can be telling you. Firstly, that it can be a boundary alarm. Something doesn't feel right here. It might be a call for courage. It's time to speak up and take action. It might be a cover for deeper feelings, feelings of fears of some sort, maybe grief or shame or pain that's just under the surface. It's under that anger. It might also be a projection and we're aiming it out at somebody else when actually we're angry with ourselves. If tempers keep slipping out of control, then there can be energetic factors at play. So it can be things like attachments, negative attachments that is, cords, past life experiences. It might also be entities as well. It might be something in the environment and any of those things may have triggered the anger, and that then amplifies the reaction to whatever's going on. Sometimes we use anger to assert our boundaries when those boundaries should really already have been in place. Or for some, anger is a learned behaviour. It's something that's travelled down the ancestral blood and family lines and is used as a way of asserting yourself. Anger can be used positively to give us courage to make needed change. But when it's projected outwards, its energy becomes harmful. When you notice anger surfacing, a few deep breaths are needed, a pause, and then ask yourself these questions when you've just calmed down and centered yourself a bit. What's really going on here? Am I angry with myself, with someone else, or maybe with the situation? If I look beyond the anger, what feelings and emotions am I feeling underneath that anger? Are my boundaries firmly in place? All questions worth asking yourself so you can get greater insight into what's actually going on when you're feeling angry. When my children were younger, I used to tell them that it was okay to feel angry. Anger helps us to understand ourselves better, but it's not okay to take it out on someone else. Many people suppress anger because they've been taught it's a bad emotion. But when we bury it, the energy accumulates and can erupt later as an outburst, or it might show as physical tension. It might manifest as physical symptoms. As a young adult, I carried a lot of anger myself, and it wasn't until I began my healing journey that I realised anger often masks other feelings, and feelings in particular of being unloved, or being too hard on ourselves, or on asserting healthy boundaries. Through energy healing, I learned to lift out those layers and address the real underlying issues. If you struggle with anger, then it is worth exploring what's triggering those feelings, uncovering what's really underneath, and releasing the deeper patterns that fuel them. Anger doesn't need to be a default when you feel out of control or unloved. healing can help you to move back into your heart to a place where you respond rather than react. So if you'd like to listen to the podcast that we did, you'll find it on my YouTube channel, and you can access it from my website as well. And if you're interested in considering healing or any of the other services that I offer to help you to release the energies around whatever's causing you to struggle with controlling anger, then do please get in touch. You can private message me or email me and go to my website using the links in my bio.